my name's Ollie Wells. Work for Ashfield District Council Planning Department. My role is to be a trainee planner, but my title is graduate planner. I think planning is an incredibly broad thing and it's quite complex. I think there's a lot of areas of planning, but fundamentally for me, planning is the study of space and how we can create better places, really. Best bit about my job is adding value to situations. I work in development management, I process applications, and when someone sends me the plans, I can call them back and say to the architect, can you just perhaps change the design in certain ways, because that's going to reduce the impact on perhaps the neighbour. And that is just a micro version of how we can add value to situations, so that's one of the best bits of my job. I suppose one of the worst bits currently is I'm currently commuting a fair bit on public transport, which is not sustainable in planning really. You do need to have the independence of a car. So I'm currently learning, and fingers crossed in sort of January, February I'll be on the road. At school I wasn't necessarily sure of what I wanted to do, and it was only until in sixth form I enjoyed geography, and it was my parents who really told me, you know, go for something that you're interested in. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't necessarily have any passion for any particular subject. So, you know, it's difficult at that point. I think that gap between school and college is quite important. Even if you don't necessarily know you're going to enjoy the next part, which is crucial to then obviously then getting to university, it's definitely an important part to really think about what you might enjoy and therefore research those subjects. A lot of people even come out of university and still aren't sure what they want to do, but I'd always be an advocate of going to university because it's such a great experience anyway. Geography was what attracted me to then become a University of Sheffield planning student, because it was the attraction of cities, and I think that's why all planning students end up taking an urban planning course or other related specialisms, because they enjoy cities and what they're about. I mean, interestingly, my grandfather was a planner, but that actually hasn't, you know, that hasn't been the overriding motivation. It's always just nice to talk to him about it. The skills I could bring to planning would be, I think I would be good to adapt to different situations with different types of people. That is very much what planning is about. It's about a range of stakeholders, and you are essentially the mediator. I like the idea of being able to cooperate and communicate with a range of different people. I've worked in call centres, supermarkets, delicatessens. I've done the knocking on door, cold calling. You know, it's challenging, but nonetheless helped me, I think, in certain interview situations perhaps. I want to affect a lot of people in positive ways. I would like to achieve, firstly, to become chartered. So to become chartered in planning, you'll need to do approximately 2 years in the field. I've got a long time now to really make a difference, and that's the key thing.